What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. So we got two giant boxes. This is finally in the collection. Danger, this is the deluxe version. But we have Big Chap in the house. Now this shipped September 25th. I did order this direct through Prime 1. And I am super excited to get this as it does complete my Alien saga. Predator, not just yet. We might be getting Prime 1 in-house. But for Alien, this is definitely the final piece. At least I say that for now. Here it did come with instructions. There's 17 steps. And then, of course, they're advertising some of their other Alien, the Queen art, which is just too small for me. And the Big Chap Museum, which I don't care for. Since we are getting this one, I don't need two of almost the exact same statue. So there's two boxes. One has the base. That's very heavy. The heavy one is the base. Another one is the body. So and this one is 2 layers. So give me just a second. I've not actually opened this yet. I also have sitting upstairs Balder from Prime 1. Also 2 boxes. Not as big as Big Chap. But it's only a 1/4 scale. But he will be in tomorrow's video. So look out for Balder. And then Kratos should be not too far behind. Because he only shipped about a month later than Balder. So it seems like the ports are being a little bit quicker right now. Because this arrived... Even though it shipped a month after Virgil, it arrived days later. So it seems like because of Christmas is over, that the ports are opening up. You know, because pretty much all my statues are at the ports right now. It only takes about a month to a month and a half to actually reach the port. So every one of my statues are at the port. Just a matter of getting them through it. So, Kratos, Sauron, Piccolo, Vegito, all at the port. I wasn't expecting Big Chap this quick, though, so I'm very pleasantly surprised that he arrived already. Shut the door, because the wife is working upstairs. Alrighty. Wow, that is big. That is the back wall. That is freaking huge. Wowzers. That's taller than ashes. And the base. So you have the base, some parts. Okay, this is going to be bigger than anticipated. I can also tell it's going to be very heavy. Thank goodness for garage shelving. So I got number 32 of 250. So here is the base. As you can see. So, I mean, it does fit on this thing, this Lazy Susan, but it extends out on the edges due to the shape. It's being square. So per this, it does want you to put the back wall on first. And that back wall is massive. Wow. This base already looks fantastic. I love the wall, though. I'm a big fan of having walls. I feel like it really tells a story. I love that on Ash. They have it on Leatherface. And PCS just confirmed they are doing it for Ghostface. So most likely I'll be buying Ghostface now. Because that's what I was waiting for. I'm just praying no issues because I know Prime 1 does not have any replacement parts. Look how big this is. My gosh, Jupiter's cock. This is huge. Got a freaking workout. Get my shoulder pumping. This is wild. Just how big this is. It's quite heavy. No, that's not in. Okay. My goodness, yeah, there's a... Woo! Look at this! Wow! Wow. This has a lot of detail in the back as well, like the texture, the paint job. This is freaking insane. This is so freaking cool. Like, I feel like I'm being blocked by the camera because it's so massive. Wow. This is insane. I feel like I need to sanitize my hands now after touching all that stuff. Hold on. I'm telling you, this wall is freaking huge, folks. Freaking huge. All right. Oh, man. All right. So, there's still some parts in this box, but the main alien body is going to be in this secondary box. So we're going to open that now. I feel like being limited to 250, this piece is really going to gain its value. Because the only other big chaps we have the cool props, which I think is just not that good. And then the original Cinemaquette, which I love the original Cinemaquette. I love the pose, I love the base, but I feel like the detail's not that good. Maybe it's better in person. But I always felt like the detail was subpar compared to the Prime 1. Again, I haven't seen it in person though. It's the only Cinemaquette I really haven't seen. Okay, let's do this, folks. Big Chap. Yeah, this is a big boy. He's a big boy, all right. All right. So here's the body. I can't really show you guys because of that, but okay. Now it's not going down all the way. Could be because it's kind of cold. So I think I'm gonna pause the video and go get my heat gun because I do not want to break this. It's quite cold. So hold on, folks. I'm gonna pause the video while I get this in. Alrighty, folks, that was the best I could do. It's still not 100% touching on this front leg, and this isn't all the way down, but any more muscle input would break it. I heated this up for probably over 5 minutes, and I was able to get it down a little bit more, but this bad boy will not go down. And I do not want to break it, so it's close enough. Unless you really examine it super close, and maybe it will come down more over time, we'll see. But man alive, was that difficult. Next, I want you to do the arms, which are over here. That's a nice good magnet. I am curious how this looks compared to my XM Alien. Yeah, it's definitely to scale. This is actually even slightly thicker arms, like a little more buff. Gotta get the tail. And my tail's broke. And it looks like my tail is broke. Jupiter's cock. Yep, nice clean break. I will seek a replacement tail. Hopefully they have them. Even if I glue it, there's still damage here at the top. I knew I'd be cursed on this piece. Ugh. It's because of the way this tail is packed. It's not a very good job. I pray to God Prime 1 has a replacement. I know they didn't have replacement bodies, but maybe they have replacement tails. Otherwise, I'm stuck with a broken tail. And being in the very front, I need a good tail. That is crucial. So that sucks balls. Now, being the Deluxe, it does come with 2 portraits. Hopefully there's no more issues. Even if I glue that tail, it'll definitely be noticeable. That's not something I can hide. All right, so here is the portrait. So far, it looks really good. That went in nice and smooth. God, I'm pissed at that tail. God, frickin' Prime 1. All right, next is just a bunch of little tubes. So, I don't want to do camera time on the tube, so I'll pause that. But we can at least do the base, because there is 2 base pieces. Actually, these, which I believe this one goes right here. Why is that right? Wait a tick. Wait, how does this go? Oh, there we go. And there's one more of those. Where is it? It's not here, is it? Boom. Here's the extra headstand. Has to be in this box. Am I just missing something? Or wait. Right here, there we go. So here is the headstand. This is quite big compared to like the other headstand I have for dog. Although I know people said that it's top heavy. So I'm going to contact Prime 1 immediately before I upload this review regarding my issue with my tail. I really hope they can get me a replacement. What the heck? All right, there we go. Is it gonna fall over? Goodness. Now I can definitely see on this head, some of the spikes inside are touching the ceiling. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but I can see spikes touching the ceiling, like the top part of the dome. The other thing on here is these, which these the exact same? They look the same. Yeah, this goes on both. After that, you have these little like tubes that go from the alien, like on the alien head. And this one's color coded black, this one's red. Now, for example, like so. And then the black one, not there. That one's yellow. Yellow. Actually. Yeah, this thing's definitely not very stable. You know, you can see how easy this thing could topple over. You're gonna definitely have to use some strong putty on that. Otherwise, that thing could topple over. Then you have the orange one, which goes on this head. These tubes are going in fine. There's a few other little pieces that shows that I have to connect. Yeah, this head does seem to be better at the very top. The other pieces it has are small, and it's just this. This right here, which where the frick does this go? Wait, doesn't this go in the front? Oh, it's right here? There we go. So there it is, Big Chap in all its glory with a broken tail. Gah! So hypothetically, if I was to glue it, which I'm gonna glue it for now, it's still probably, yeah, it's definitely gonna be noticeable, but I'm gonna go ahead and glue it real quickly. I'll of course take pictures and see about getting a replacement. Alrighty, folks, so we have Big Chap all set up. I just dusted him. I glued the tail back, and in case you're wondering who the official sponsor is of all Flankster breakages, Zap-A-Gap. Get yours at Amazon.com. Great for fixing breakages. Now, let me show you what it looks like with the damage. It's actually not too bad. You can't see it from normal distance, but you can see it right there. But from this angle, you can't see it. Now, based off, by the way, in person, it looks 1,000 times better than this camera. Looking in the camera, it looks so much better in person. This is a piece you'll want to display up high. You do not want to have this down low. Due to the way his head is slightly angled down low. Now, I definitely prefer the open mouth. I think it looks much better. than the closed mouth. I'll probably never actually display that mouth because I feel this one, A, matches my bust, and B, just looks cooler on this pose. And that's the reason I went with the Deluxe, because I love the open mouth. Closed mouth, I rarely actually do closed mouth. Most of my aliens, I have them open mouth. You know, and this one, his inner mouth is not coming out quite just yet. It's just like the bust. So let's check this out. So first, let's look at the base. So this is obviously resemblance of, you know, the spaceship, him coming through like one of the doors. I'm not sure if this is taken from an exact scene, but I think it might be. I am going to watch the movie again. You know, it's been probably 6 months since I've seen it. But overall, the base looks really good. There's lots of like blues, grays, and blacks. Really good texture work. You have these like pipes. So crazy. This was made in the 70s. Like, my gosh. Ripley and Stan Winston Studios are just masterpieces. You know, one of the coolest looking creatures ever created. But the base is fantastic. Behind here, you have so much detail in this massive, massive door. It is super like battle damaged, cracks, almost like bullet holes, maybe even some acid spill. You know, like they've been fighting this alien. There's different like orange, which sort of looks like rust. Even like this, it looks like it's rusted going into that. This bar looks great. Check out the back part. Look at all that. That is crazy looking. So much like rusted, you know, cracked through the door. Very, very cool looking. Like there's so much detail in this back part. It's wild. And it's just the back of the door. Now they definitely went all out. Here's the back of the bust. This bust is quite big, definitely bigger than the dog. And I'll compare the two. Although due to that small base, it definitely does need to have like a, you know, some sort of putty underneath or whatnot. That's a good sized bust though. It should look good next to the Jungle Hunter 1/3 bust, which is bigger. But this is a big one. It's 11 inches tall, and I think the other one's 17 inches. But let's check out this head. Now this is what I mean by the tops are like sort of like hitting. It's not a huge deal, but really it's only like 2 of them. But here is the closed mouth head. Now the silver teeth look excellent. They look really good. The paint job all around is absolutely fan-frickin-tastic. I love it. It is the perfect alien color for me. This is the perfect color. Now, you know, I like the color of this XM alien. It's green, it's black, it's gray, it's gold. That one is brown and black and whatnot, which is really good. But for me, the best looking alien, this guy. He has the best color scheme and the coolest looking head. Because not only is it the domed head, but it has the skull inside. Which is super freaking rad. You got the cracked skull. You know, it's somewhat foggy up at the front. You can barely subtly see those eyes of the skull. It's actually much easier to see on the bust, which is fine because this is actually more movie accurate. The inner dome looks amazing though. Really good paint job. Yeah, I love like this paint job right here. That's just amazing. Back here, it almost looks like he got acid on himself or something. I'm not sure what that would be considered. I'm not an alien enthusiast. I've seen the movies multiple times. I love them. I don't research or study or freeze the screen when the alien's there and study every part of it. But I do love alien statues. I think they're amazing. This is very tall. This is a big 1/3. Has a lot of presence. The back part really adds a lot of presence because the alien himself is a very big 1/3. It's very big. And then the wall itself adds even more presence, which is just awesome. So check out the inner detail right here on the chest. Absolutely amazing paint job. You know, because if you're unaware, the original alien, this was a costume some guy wore. Some like skinny, tall guy. I don't know his name. But it was just a costume they created. But yeah, this thing is incredible. I really dig it. Now, the foot is actually touching now. as you can see right there. But that's technically not all the way in there, so I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be. But that foot is now actually touching. It wasn't minutes ago. I swear it wasn't. And now it is. So I guess that's resolved. My only issue now is that tail. So if I could just get a replacement tail, which hopefully shouldn't be too big of an issue. I haven't seen others with broken tails. You know, most of the people have had issues with their actual main alien, you know, like leaning and this and that. So fortunately, mine doesn't have that issue, just a tail. So I'll contact Prime 1 and hopefully they can get me a tail. If not, I'll still keep it. It sucks. I would even probably honestly just get it repaired. But I'm really hopeful they can get me at least a replacement tail. But this thing is truly incredible. It's definitely a masterpiece. You know, if you're an alien collector, this is the big chap to have. I am very impressed. Overall score is a 10 out of 10 grail. Definitely a grail in my book. Let's set it up in the alien collection. Now, this thing is very, very heavy. It's about as heavy as XM Alien. If you own XM Alien, you know it weighs like 70 freaking pounds. So I'm going to go ahead and put them on right here. We're going to see about potentially putting those on the base, because that was kind of my plan and vision, is to put these. They actually have putty on them right now, so that's why they are not lifting. But let's go ahead and put them here next to the bus. Super stoked to see how this looks. So hold on, folks. Alrighty, folks. So just wanted to show you how it looks in the collection. Big chap. Massive, massive piece. Wild, right? Look how big this is. So just wanted to show you comparison next to me again. But check out this Alien Predator setup next to the Cinemaquette. So the Alien does stand quite a bit taller, you know. If you look, he is a solid like 1 to 1.5 inches taller base where he's standing than this guy, which also makes up for about his height, about 1.5 inches taller. So I'd say they're about same size. Which I believe is about accurate. Alien and Predators are about the same size. I'd have to Google it, but they definitely look very good together for sure. Prime 1's Predator is going to be even taller. That one is as tall as that. So it'd go to right there to the top of the head, which I'm sure will look absolutely fantastic as well. So here's what I did with the base, and I don't know if this is permanent, but I'm just trying it out. But I put the cat, because the cat fits better, I feel, with Big Chap than XM Alien. Even though it comes with the XM Alien statue, the cat is always, you know, when you think of the cat, you think of Alien 1. You know, the cat running around in the spaceship. So the cat, then you got an egg and a face hugger. Because here he has his egg and face hugger, and I'm not doing one down there. You can see the size difference between that and that, you know, massive size difference between the two. This one's much taller, has much more body. You know, that one ends right basically like there and then has the base, where this one gets much more chest. This is definitely a piece you're going to want to have at least 3 feet up. So that's how tall this shelf is, 3 feet. But 3 feet does give a really good height for it. So yeah, definitely extremely freaking cool. Now let me show you my view from the couch. That is what my angle now. This is what I would consider the 4 best Alien and Predator statues: Wolf, XM, Cinemaquette, and Big Chap. So for me, it doesn't get any better than this when it comes to Alien and Predator statues. You know, so then we got to consider, how does Big Chap compare to Dog and XM Alien? So I think its paint job, the design of the paint job, is probably my favorite. Like I said, the color scheme, the paint is just freaking so good. It's as good a paint job as Dog, but it's a better paint scheme, where I prefer the darker versus that brown orange look. So I give paint Big Chap. Now pose, I still think this is the coolest pose because it's action. I'm always a bigger fan of action. However, the problem with action, when you're looking at this right now, you can't see his chest. The only way to see his chest is to go all the way down here. So action is extremely good, but also does limit viewing angles. Dog Alien, also, you cannot see the chest and it's missing some detail, but that pose is very classic for the dog, you know, because it's like the runner alien. So it's very fitting. So I do like his pose as well. I do like Big Chap's pose because it's fully standing up. You can see all the detail inside the body. And I do much prefer this pose over just the standing there like a puppet. You know, I don't like that. I like more action. And I really like that portrait especially. So I still think pose is probably best on XM, you know, as far as the wow factor. But in regards to like viewing the detail, Big Chap has the best angles for viewing the actual statue. So then it comes to base. I mean, I like XM's base. You know, the fact there's another alien is really cool. The spaceship is pretty decent. The only thing that XM has is that extra alien, which is such a cool factor. But between Dog and the Big Chap P1, I'd give it to P1 because of that back wall. The only thing is the XM has that extra alien, which is a huge deal for me. So that's one reason I might give it to XM Alien, because of the extra alien. But if we count that alien out and just do the spaceship part versus that, this one's hands down. You know, and the wall nearly makes up for the fact it's missing a second alien. But a second alien wouldn't make sense with Big Chap. So I'm going to say I'd still probably take Big Chap because of that wall. And the fact you can't see that alien too much. That arm also is a hassle. It sticks out so much. So overall, what is the best alien statue? Now, I really need to, you know, freaking sink this in, look it over, get over the fact I have a broken tail, which sucks, you know, because none of those have issues. They're all mint. And there's a few QC issues on that, but it's not a big deal. No breakages. I'm kind of leaning that Big Chap might be the best alien statue, purely because you can see the detail as the best paint job, probably the best base, the best portrait. You know, I really like the portraits on these two, but you can't beat that skull face. That is just way too cool. That right there, absolute killer. Absolute killer. It also has, I would say, probably the best teeth. I think I got to give it to Big Chap. I think it is the best alien statue now. You know, I'm really, really digging it. And definitely a proud owner. I'm just hoping Prime 1 could get me a replacement. But I do think this is the best alien statue out there. The more I look at it, the more I'm liking it. That presence is crazy. I mean, XM Alien also has a crazy presence, but it's more forward presence. It's not height presence because it's only 31 inches tall. But the presence, you know, like that way is like, wow. This one, just looking at it right here, it's like, it definitely has a huge wow factor. Definitely worth the money. You know, it's like $2,200. You know, this was like $2,000. That was like $1,800, I think, or $1,700, I forget. But yeah, overall, I think it probably is the best alien statue. Definitely a 10 out of 10. Definitely an alien grail. I don't think this will be topped for Big Chap statues. I don't think it will be topped. I just hope to get a new tail. And it seems the front foot is now touching the base, which I'm happy. Like I said at the beginning, over time it just sink in. So that did work. But yeah, definitely 10 out of 10 in my book. I'm going to email Prime 1, go ahead and request a replacement tail. Really hoping they can get it. Luckily, at least the damage is hard to see in this angle. Like you can't see it right here in the camera. Only when I do this can you see it. But yeah, and then this bust. The biggest problem with this bust is that small base. I'm going to get 3 earthquake putties that are super strong so that thing won't tip over. I already tested it with my air blower and it does not fall over with the air blower, which is good. But it's definitely not as secure as that one. But overall, I would say it is my favorite bust. Like between Dog and Wolf, and XM, definitely the best one. Even with the fact the base part is it needs more weight. I'd say they should have just made it weightier. Because it is quite light. But it's definitely the best bust. That's hands down. Anyways, folks, that is it. Sorry for the long video, but, this is a major grail. Big statue for me. It's the central location of my entire collection. So, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for Balder tomorrow. Really looking forward to opening him right now, really, for me. But for you guys tomorrow. But thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.